Hey everybody, how's it going today? Welcome to my jungle, parenting kids with learning differences. And I'm Trisha Thompson. I'm a school psych, behavior specialist, learning specialist, but also, most importantly, mom of 3 kids, 2 of which have learning differences. So I come at this from a perspective of having a lot of professional knowledge and also knowing where parents, no matter how much knowledge you have, what muck you get stuck in when you're trying to wade through parenting kids with learning differences. So stay tuned to the end of this video because this has been a hot topic in my house for years, but it's been a real hot topic on my coaching calls lately, and that is the instinctive no. Now, do you have a teen with ADHD who says no automatically to literally anything you suggest, say, request, ask, require? Then guess what? You're not alone, and there is a reason for this. So there's a couple things at play here that are really important to understand. And once we understand what's behind the instinctive no, we're able to be freed up to ignore it a little bit, move past it, and move into some more proactive, peaceful things and avoid the power struggle. So make sure you stay tuned to the end so you can hear how that works. So the instinctive no, there's a couple things behind it. Number one, executive functioning. That's the functioning in the prefrontal cortex of our brains that many kids with ADHD and learning differences have some difficulty with those executive functions. One of which is called inhibition. Inhibition is our child's ability to control their impulses, not to say the first thing that comes to mind, to stop and think through their actions before they act. The other piece that's at play here is that most kids with ADHD are really crippled by overwhelm and anxiety. And I see this firsthand in my son who has ADHD. It's like any task or requirement on top of the daily tasks of living, or maybe even sometimes the daily tasks of living, create a threat response in the brain. So when you're overwhelmed, the overwhelmed brain says no. It literally perceives a threat, it puts up a stop sign, and it comes in the form of fight, flight, or freeze. And no is a form of flight, and it's a way to freeze things. It's a way to put a stop sign up. And that's what's happening in their brains, is literally they hear request, they go into fight or flight, they immediately say no without thinking. It's all pretty automatic, right? So in this case, no might not necessarily mean no. So maybe we don't have to address the no. And I don't know about you, but I get annoyed. If I'm just coming down to say, hey, make sure you get that thing picked up. Hey, make sure you get that assignment in. Nope. Then I'm mad, then I'm reactive, then I'm off course. I've lost my trajectory, which is to require something or to get something done, and instead I'm in a power struggle. We want to skip over that step, and sometimes just understanding where that no comes from, the instinctive no, the reflexive no. If we know where that's coming from, we can let it be. We can let it slide by, and we can maybe do some work to address the anxiety and overwhelm. We can go, oh, that's more of a signal to me that he's in overwhelm right now. Okay, so let's address that. And then maybe we can come back to the request. And maybe after thinking it through and having some time to process, they still say no. But often that's not the case. Often it's more of a sign pointing us into the direction of where they're needing some support. So the instinctive no, the reflexive no, we can understand it. Then we can have some empathy and connection and still make our requirements, but maybe not get caught in that power struggle that the reflexive no causes. So I want to hear from you guys. Like, listen for the reflexive, instinctive no and tell me how you responded. Did understanding it differently help you respond differently to it? Yes or no? Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Comment here and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this new page. I'll be back weekly with different little tidbits from my personal life and from my coaching life to support you guys through your jungle of parenting kids with learning differences. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.